Welcome to the Battle of the 440s. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, on this special episode of Beamng Roadkill. Oh boy, it's got rod knock now. Alright, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. This is going to be our Thanksgiving special for this year. We are doing Battle of the Mopars. Yes, we have 4 vehicles here with Mopar-based motors. We have a 318 in this Plymouth. We have a 383 in this Cornet here. It's a 4-door Cornet. You may be wondering, where is our 440, well, blown 440 powered blown Cornet? Well, that vehicle is just terrible. So I went and picked up this 440 car last second. Hopefully it's decent. I don't know. These cars were awfully cheap. They look nice, but they were cheap. And I wanted to have a 4th engine, and I still have the 426 Hemi mod. And we threw that in Sean's car coming up in December's episode here. And well, I didn't want to fix his car because we terribly broke it. So I threw a 426 in this thing finally. Finally, we're actually using this car. This is the General Mayhem. This is actually based off of a real Roadkill vehicle. And decided might as well put a Hemi in it. It's a half-decent Hemi. It's got stage 1 internals. It's got an upgraded carb on it. So it has a little bit of performance. Welded the diff at the last second, and I think I got to check the tire pressure. But basically, what we are doing here is that we are scaling these vehicles on a fun factor for motor-wise thrashing, seeing how fast they can go around things, and also just, the pure fun of beating on a couple of Mopars and seeing which one is broken and which one isn't at the end. But yeah. These are the vehicles, and the first test that we are going to do is the fun test. How much fun these vehicles can be. So we are going to drive these vehicles in cubic inch orders. So we're going to go with the 318 first, which if I had to pick a 318 any day, I feel like that's the motor that's going to last the longest out of the 3 of these. But yeah, we'll go with the 318, then we'll go with the 383, 426 will go next, and then the big old 440 will go. So let's get to our first challenge. Alright, so first off we got the 318, and personally, I love 318s. Dad's truck has one. They're great. They're great motors, I think. They last a long time. And since this is the puny motor, this is the least amount of horsepower here. But I still think on a funability, or like a funability, yeah, we're making up words now. But I think on a fun factor for this car, it's probably not going to be fun. This thing is an open diff. It ain't going to drift. And yeah, this isn't really the greatest of vehicles. Will I keep it? I don't know. It depends how together these things are at the end of this. But let's start the hot lapping. And let's go. So basically we were going around this oval and then into the dirt section. So this is basically kind of like a rallycross type of a challenge. But yeah, this thing is a turd. It's not very fast. I could throw it into the corners pretty good. Handling wise, I think this is going to be the better vehicle out of the 4. Because I feel like the general mayhem is going to be very terrible. Oh boy. It doesn't want to slide. Maybe putting tire pressure in this thing will help this thing slide. Oh, it wanted to drift. Oh yeah, it wants to. Oh, but it bogs down. Oh, boy. Alright, that was a good corner for having an open diff. Alright, come on. Wow, this thing is slow. I did not expect this lap to take 2 minutes. All right. A 156. This thing is a turd. Oh boy. All right, well. There you go. That was the 318's time. Next up. Oh boy. Oh, poor car. All right, well, next up. Oh, did that pretty well. Next up is the 383. Now I'm just going to say this off the bat. The 383 already wins because basically you can do a burnout. But then it dies. Oh my God. Wow, this thing is a tank. These things weigh a lot too. Oh my God, already. So yeah, these things don't really have brakes. Wow, and it just pushes through the corners. Yeah, this thing handles shit. So far, the 318 is winning. I will say power-wise, ooh, that drift was redeeming. I will say tire smoke and that drift was redeeming. Wasn't really a drift. Yeah, it just understeers. Wow, this thing is bad. That's why it's brown. It's a turd. And yeah, I slammed this thing into I slammed this thing into a wall and it's not even phased. It's just like, oh, Yeah, you hit something. That quarter panel is still fine. It's just a little dented in. Still drivable. So that's a good... Oh boy. Don't turn it off. Wow. That was bad. Alright, let's get in the 426. I'm scared to drive this car. Alright, and we already know what this car has and everything. Oh my. This thing is sketchy. Oh boy. Okay, we need to fix the tire pressure. I didn't think it would be this bad. Oh boy. Alright, I put the rear tires at 15 PSI and yeah. Oh my god, way better. Ooh, it drifts too now. It's got no brakes. It drifts. Hell yeah. No. Oh. Just reset it. Just reset it. Oh, this was going to be the fastest car. I will give this thing credit. That was fun. Whether or not if it crashed or not. That was a lot of fun. It just needed a tire pressure. Wow. This thing's actually a riot. It is annoying as shit because it's basically at high RPM all the time with the manual transmission in it, but God, is that fun. I don't even think the 440 is going to be able to even compete with that. I think this car just wins the whole episode. Alright. Ooh, it gets both tires though. Alright. Oh, it pulls. Oh, this thing's an automatic. I didn't even know that. Why does this thing feel way better than the other one? Oh, now here's a cornet issue right here. Oh my god, the steering angle. Another car to hit the wall. Both cornets hit the wall there. I will say that, ooh, drift tap. Yes. Just don't give out steering angle. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing just doesn't give me steering angle at all. Come on. Don't slide. Come on, don't slide. Well, yeah. I can definitely say right now, car in first place has to be the General Mayhem, the 426. The 426 was the most fun motor. It's the loudest too. Definitely have to say the 440 is a solid second place. The 318 is third, and the 383 is in last. That has to be the standings for right now, the way I feel. But, yeah. Next test, suspension. Alright, so there's a tiny little go-kart track that they have here. And I thought, these jumps and everything would be a perfect test of suspension for these cars before we head onto the dirt track for the final challenge. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to drive around on the dirt paths here and see how much we can destroy this thing by going over all the jumps and everything. This is the stopping point. I have no set course, so let's just let mayhem ensue. Oh, this is already a terrible idea. Oh my god. Suspension's pretty bouncy. Oh no. I did not have enough speed for that. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a terrible idea. Let's do the 383 next. I'm not excited to do these two cornets. Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Ooh, these might actually be fun. They slide. They don't get enough speed though. Oh boy. They don't turn. Come on. Oh, it did that jump fairly well. I definitely got to say, the 318 didn't do well. The 383 is redeeming itself right now. That was pretty good. I got to give this car credit. That was some pretty good, suspension handling, minus, that it couldn't corner. But it definitely handled the jumps pretty well. This poor thing. It's a terrible idea. I got a welded diff. This is going to go terribly. Or maybe not. Oh, man. Not even going to try to get over those jumps. Oh, the poor fender. Oh, man. This poor car. This thing's fun to drift around, but it does not have the suspension. This thing did terrible in this. Right now, the 383 is stupidly in first place. Oh, not wrong car. 440. All right. Good to get it spinning. For the first little chicane there. Come on. Oh, the windshield cracked. Oh my god, not a single vehicle has managed to get over those jumps. Yeah. I think it's a tie between the cornets. They're definitely first and second place. That was a fucking shitload of fun with them. The 426 is to come in third. That was all right. And the 318 was terrible. So right now, I guess it's a good tie between the 440 Cornet and the General Mayhem. Surprising. But we're on to our last challenge. That's the Rallycross. Oh my god. This is a stupid idea. hold on. Yep, it's doing the rest of the video like this. I don't give a shit. Alright, we're at our final challenge, which is the off-road course, which we're going for time here. We ain't going for fun, because you're probably never going to see any of these cars again. Maybe the General Mayhem, but yeah. This is basically these cars are gonna wish they don't survive, because I'm going hard. All right. First up, the 318, and I feel like that this is going to be a very slow lap. Oh, that suspension. Oh. The whole car shakes. Oh boy. Come on. Jump. This car's gonna fall apart. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. I think the doors are actually coming off. I see the window there. Oh, something's not happy. This car was pulling when I drove it here. Oh, it won't downshift. Or something's just crucially wrong. It stupidly survived with a 132. That's incredible. Alright, let's get the 383 ready. Oh, this is gonna be bad. So 132 is the beat. Oh, this is already a lot more fun. I really hope the wheel doesn't fall off the back, because it is shaking. Oh boy. Go. The suspension's actually holding up pretty nicely. There goes the windshield. Oh my god. Radiator blew. $138. It did not beat that 132, but oh, the suspension is gone. Yeah, this thing's fun. This thing is a lot of fun. I am not excited to drive that with the welded diff, though. That's gonna be death. But I have to. Alright, this is probably where the motor blows up from being overheated because this radiator isn't made for it. Oh boy. This transmission is terrible. Oh. Exhaust is falling off. The front suspension is collapsed. Oh my god, 133. It almost beat the 380 or the 318. Oh, this poor car. Oh, something's wrong, too. Oh, yeah. Motor ain't happy. Time to drive the Cone Wonder. Oh boy, I'm scared. Alright, the Cone Wonder is going to be tempting faith. Oh, this camera angle's weird. Just because I have something attached to the front with nodes. Oh. The cone is not facing frontwards anymore. Cone, go down! Oh, it ain't even recorded my time. Oh, no. Oh, no. It ain't. Oh, it doesn't turn. Oh. It didn't even record my time. You know, this thing is finishing. Oh my god. Yes. It's finishing no matter what at this point. For some reason, this car is now blowing out blue smoke. I don't know why. Oh, man. Alright, let's just start it and go. I don't think this car has much life left in the 383. It's bouncing back and forth. Oh my god. Oh, the head gasket went. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just cut across the course. You can do it, 383. Oh, the rod bearings are damaged. It's overheating. This car blew up too. Keep the momentum. Go. Oh, no. Go. Reach the finish line. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. All right, time to push it. Get the only other vehicle that isn't about to blow up. They're finishing. I don't care. We're so close. Oh no, let me stop them. Stop. 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 Oh, okay. We're good. They're stopped. Oh. Well, it made it. And we'll take the 21 seconds as a win for the for the 440. So the 440 is the winner, everybody. Go get that. Well, I was going to do something cool with the end of this episode, and I was going to go on that Beamng, like, roleplay thing and put these two cars up for sale. I don't think I can now. Both motors are blown. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And here is this real unethical test of what not to do with an automobile. Hopefully you have enjoyed. We'll see you next time.